Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you are new to my channel, welcome. And if you're a returning subscriber, good morning, good evening, wherever you are. It's good to see y'all. Good here to be with y'all today. Um, I had a pretty cool night. I couldn't sleep much. I was up on the internet, y'all. But it was all right. It wasn't bad, you know. And then when I finally got to sleep and I had to wake back up because my husband had to go to work. And normally I'd be like, oh, I'm so cranky and tired. But I really wasn't. I really wasn't. I said my prayers again and kind of meditated on some thoughts and stuff like that. I took maybe about a 30-minute nap again, 35 minutes nap again or something, and woke right back up. Y'all, this is my lavender oil. Like I told y'all, I put it basically on my pressure points. But y'all, I'm eating. Pretty girls don't eat alone, so I invited y'all to come with me, and I'm having Chinese. This is the shrimp and broccoli. I got it with no carrots. I can't eat them big flat carrots. And this is pork fried rice. Now I told y'all I wanted to lose weight, so I got me some broccoli. Don't they count? Can y'all see it? It's so good. Now what I put on it, y'all, oh, and I got my water. Got my water. Now what I put on it, y'all, was of course duck sauce, soy sauce, and that eel sauce that I had yesterday with the dumplings. I poured it over my rice because I find that when you use that eel sauce on the rice or the broccoli, oh my God, y'all, it's so good. So let me say grace and I'm gonna dig in and we're gonna get to the topic of this morning. All right. The topic for today was how do you suppress anxiety, if I'm not mistaken. How do you suppress it? You actually don't suppress it. hmm You think you do, but you don't. It really ain't no way, y'all. I was trying to get some meat on the dog. But it ain't no way you can suppress anxiety. It's really not. Because when you thinking you keeping it to yourself so you can fix it, piece of shrimp, y'all. Mm-hmm. When you thinking you suppressing it for you to fix it, you're really not suppressing it. It's really hurting you from the inside out. So you're really not suppressing anything. What you do is, and what I learned to do is, you have to focus on something different. And like I said, I know it may sound weird, but it's a lot of prayer. A lot of prayer. People don't believe, people try to take, I'll say society, try to take God out of everything. You have to pray. You have to worship. You have to ask God for his help. I had real bad anxiety. It used to be way worse, you know. But what I did was, I like I said, I prayed a whole lot. hmm I prayed a whole lot, and I stopped focusing on what was giving me the anxiety. I put my mind on something else, so I'm gonna have to focus on what's giving me the anxiety, you know. And I found lavender oil does real good when you use it behind your ear or on your wrist, things like that, your pressure points. They actually help. Um, I had found some some of them supplements in the dollar store, Dollar General to be exact. It said stress and mood. They were for your stress and mood. I had started taking them for about a week, but I found when I prayed more and just focused on something, I was okay. So you can't suppress anxiety because it's there. It's there. You know what I mean? Because you'll be looking a certain way and don't know you looking that way because you so stressed out and in your head. And folks like, what is wrong with you? And you don't see it, but you know, you really can't suppress it. When people are very stressed, they think they're hiding stress good. It's all over your face. You know what I'm saying? Because whatever eating you from the inside gonna come out. So there's no way you can really hide anxiety. I promise you, you think you hide it, but some of the things that you go through, you're gonna be like, what in the world? What in the world was I thinking? You know, when it's because you'll find out that you'll find when you're getting over it, you start to think a little clearer. Be like, okay, you know, always find some help if need be. Not everybody can do anything on their own. You know what I mean? Because sometimes that's what slip us off into a depression, try to handle things on our own instead of talking to somebody before it get bad. So I'm the type of person, when I'm driving in my car, I've been supposed to be thinking, what in the world? When somebody pull up beside me window to window, my anxiety go through the roof. I have to move up some so I can see an out. You know what I mean? I have to move up some so I can see an outlet or whatever, because now I start feeling closed. I'm claustrophobic. So I start feeling closed in. And you have some people being a butthole, thinking that, you know, you messing with them or whatever they be thinking, who knows. And they'll keep inching up with you and inching up with you. It's like, no, you don't understand. My anxiety is on 27 right now. I'm feeling closed in and trapped. Please stop that, you know. So when I start doing it, when I know people gonna do that, you know, stuff like, not saying they doing it to me because I'm, you know, but when I find out people, you know, they don't know they in their car or whatever, I just look down, look at my phone, look straight ahead, focus on something else, because I know I'm not going to be at this light long. I'm going to be able to go head on, so I don't worry about it. I try to avoid tight spaces. If I go to a restaurant and there's a lot of people in there, sometimes I won't, we'll either wait or go somewhere else, or let's get our food to go. And sometimes when I'm with my sisters or, you know, a friend of mine or something like that, it occupies, you know, everything. So I don't really focus on it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm probably one of those people you probably won't find eating alone. That's why I invited y'all. But you can't have anxiety. I hope that answers your question. The questions y'all seem to be making me having to do some work. I be having to ask people, research, dig into my life, and see. It'd be a good question because it be something I done went through, you know, and I'm able to speak on it. And if any way I can help somebody, you know, that's why I say y'all growing with me, y'all learning with me, you know, and I appreciate y'all for checking in with me. Y'all at one point in my life, it used to be so hard. So hard. And I know people may look at you and be like, what are you talking about? Or how did she go through this and blah, 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 and all that stuff. Go through something and you'll understand. I used to think the same thing until it was me. Y'all, this so good. Like I said, it's shrimp and broccoli. It normally comes with carrots, but I ain't want them carrots. And I got some pork fried rice. It came with it. It's semi-healthy. Big Whoop want to fight about it? I know. Yeah, I need to take a quick thank you to the Most High. You understand what I'm saying? I really thank God for the position that I'm in today. I have learned so much in the midst of my storm until I can have total chaos going on around me. Some stuff that going around me, I'm like, what in the world? Why? God will tell me every time, don't touch it. Don't touch it. It's not for you to touch. Anything that's full of confusion, step away from it. Because if I was in the midst of it, which is God, not me, it won't be confusion. Step away from it. You take your hands off of it and let me deal with it, because it's beyond you now. This is my job. You done the part I needed you to do. Well, stay strong. Come to me. Pray to me. Depend on me. You know? And I'm going to take care of the rest. So I really, really, really thank God. And I didn't find God just sitting in church, y'all. I didn't find God in a prayer group. Y'all, for real. Anybody that has actually seek God for themselves and open up and let God just use them, you know exactly what I'm talking about right now. Anybody, you know exactly what I'm talking about right now. It has been amazing. I'm talking about it has been total chaos going around me. And not just my household, just different things. And God tell me every time, don't touch it, I got you. And people wonder why I can still smile. I still have peace. It's because certain things God say don't touch. Don't touch. Anything causing confusion, it has nothing to do with me. Don't touch it. And y'all, when I say it feel really good to love God, like I said, I ain't find him sitting in church. And I'm a member of a church. I had to step away for a while because I was going through. And I wanted to allow my family to praise without me, hanging. I had my own reasons. When God clear you from something, you move on. But, y'all, like I said, I didn't find him in the church. I didn't find him in a prayer group. I found God flat on my face crying. Flat on my face. Crying. I said, Lord, I know for years I've been saying, use me, Lord, I'm a child of God. And he said, no, you ain't right yet. You're going to stop playing or stop running. And when I told him, I said, Lord, I run no more. I'm here, use me. You know what I mean? I done whatever I wanted to do in life. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to spend the rest of my 30s, 40s, the rest of my life doing some stuff just to please the world. He said, don't change no more yourself. Don't change no more yourself to fit what people like, to fit what make people happy. Because at the end of the day, no, the world is not going to be satisfied. It's still going to be something to talk about. It's still going to be something to change. It's still going to be something about you that they don't like. So why wouldn't you spend your life trying to please a person that's not asking you to change your face? That's not asking you to act a certain way for the masses? Because what good is it for a man to gain the whole world, respect and love from the whole world, but lose his soul? So if I spend time checking on me, working on me, and focusing on me and the stuff that's going on with me, God got the rest, He does. A lot of time I hate going somewhere with somebody because when people look at you, they expect you to be the pretty girl in the room. Yeah, I'm goofy. I am so goofy. I really am. I like to laugh, bust jokes. Shoot, if you see something on me, you can bust a joke too. As long as you don't go below the belts, because I'm going to come up with 3 uppercuts to the chin. One for the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Every time I lock my car, I push my car lock 3 times. So for me, it's protection. Well, for the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. I know folks are like, why she push it 3 times? That's exactly why. Y'all, it feels so good to know that God got you. And all you got to do is stay steadfast, stay diligent. Don't tap into what's going on around you. Don't touch it. Trust and believe. I may have my head down, but I have skimmed everything around me, and you don't even know it. And that's the beauty of sight. I can see what's going on around me. I ain't got to be looking directly at it. And I can't even see far. I cannot even see far. But I can be sitting just like this, and I can tell you it was a figure over here, a figure over there. You know what I mean? And I thank God for that. People might think I'm weird, y'all. But I thank God for it. I can't be what everybody want me to be. I like being pretty. I just really like being pretty. But I'm goofy. I'm just so goofy. A little nice boy today. I was in my room, and I walk around the house. You know, when you take your bath at night, you kind of walk around the next morning because nobody here, in your sleeper clothes. And somebody knocked on my door this morning, and I said, "Who is it?" Because I'm not used to anybody knocking on my door. I'm like, first of all, I'm not one to really just open my door if my husband not home. That's just me. That may seem weird to somebody else. That's just me. We living in a different time. And I went to the door, and his voice was so sweet. He said, "Your dog got out." So I'm like, oh, I thought it was a big dog. I would say, but he too calm. So I had to run to the back, throw on some clothes. And I was like, he probably gone, my dog, probably down the street. And I went to that door, and he was still on the porch, just petting my dog. Now, to anybody else, they'd have been like, okay, you returned your dog. But to me, he could have took my dog and left and not said one word to me. But he said, ma'am, he said, I remember somebody out here playing with your dog. And y'all, that's my dog. My husband, you know, do stuff with it now because he said that he in the training stages. He has to be trained. So my husband do training because I talk to him like, all right, come here, baby. You know how we talk to Sharon. But he said, you got to talk to him firm. That's why he don't listen to him. You got to talk to him firm. So, y'all, these shrimp so good. So he in this training stages with my husband, but that's my dog, you know? And like I said, that may not mean nothing to nobody else. But for him to sit there, and I know I took a minute trying to find some clothes to put on. Because I was laying across my bed in my phone, checking emails, all that type of stuff. And you normally can't hear nobody at the back of the house. And see, normally this is a time where I put my headphones in my ears and I do whatever I need around the house. So that's why people just don't show up at my house, because I'm not going to hear you. You know what I'm saying? You have to call me first. But I didn't have my headphones in. I was sure thinking about that. I had them right beside me. Oh, just good, and I didn't put them in my ears. And he was just the sweetest little boy. And yeah, the reason why it was so good to me was because around this time, maybe a year ago, I don't know. I know now, but I didn't know what was going on with my life. And I finally, you know, got to, God, what is it? What is it that you need me to do? Because that's what I want to do. I want to be your faithful servant. I want to be a faithful wife. You know what I mean? I want to be a faithful sister, a faithful friend. You know, I ask God to mend those relationships that were broken. You know, those that should not be mended and those that you took away for a reason. I thank you. You know what I mean? And those that should be mended, Lord, please mend them in the way that you can. And it happens so weirdly because, like, I've always been a person that likes to kind of fade in the background. Like, I don't want to be the center of attention unless I'm with my family and we all busting jokes. Then it's not really me being the center of attention. All of us got the attention. You know what I mean? But I decided to do YouTube because at the time I was going through some things and I needed an outlet. And every day I found myself getting stronger and stronger and stronger. Because, see, I'm the type of person, I don't like to be around too many people because if you say, hey, girl, let's go to the club, and I say, no, I don't want to go, and you keep coming saying, well, come on, you need to get out, and I say, no, I don't want to go. My thing is I'm good and grown. If I said no, that means I don't want to go. I don't like to fight with nobody. If I said no, that's it. Don't say, come on, you should. No. If I said I don't want to go, leave me alone. That's it. So I really started to get to, God had to draw me by myself in order to work with me because he couldn't work with me with people in my face. You know what I mean? He couldn't work with me with people looking at me, talking to me, or me entertaining all the time. He had to pull me by myself and broke me down to the lowest form in order for him to work with me. And I really praise God for that. I really do. I really do, because I found myself being a woman that I never thought I could be. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I cry when it's tears of joy. I feel so much joy on the inside of me when I, for a long time, didn't feel no type of joy. No type of joy. And I had never been like that. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I have to take a minute and just say, thank you, Lord. I know it seems cool to people to do what everybody want them to do and be what everybody want them to be. And I'm put, I got my crew with me, blah, blah, this and blah, blah, that. But it takes a real person to be able to stand for themselves and stand alone. And I had to learn it. I really did. I had to learn it. I really did. And it's a blessing that I did because, like I said, he mended and still mended. He mended relationships that had spread it apart. And I didn't, none of us really know why. We just let life be what it's going to be. You know what I mean? Like, my cousin, we hadn't fallen out or anything like that. But God brought us together with YouTube. She started YouTube first, and I was like, man, I always wanted to do YouTube, man. I just like YouTube. I just like getting in front of the camera and being able to talk and laugh and just stuff like that. I find that, very therapeutic. And me and her got back together, talk every day now. I mean, she would call everybody around me, but she wouldn't call me. And I was like, Lord, what is it about me? And so now we talk every single day. We bond over things. We bond over YouTube. It's a blessing to be able to feel God's actual presence, y'all. It ain't no other way I can put it. It just really feels good to actually be able to feel God's presence and to know that he's working with me. He loves me. He's going to continue to look over me. I can be walking through fire and not know what's going on around me. And he keep me in perfect peace and people don't understand why. Y'all, I'm not rich. I'm not rich. I'm not even down there close to the alphabet R. I'm more by the beginning. Broke. But listen, I'm blessed. I'm really blessed. And I know my husband look at this, he gonna get mad, but I gotta do it. I ain't supposed to eat ice, y'all. I'm anemic. I eat so much iron. I be feeling, woo, a good piece of iron. I ain't gonna let me go cold iron. But I'm thankful. I'm thankful, people get to learn me from me and not try to change me. Yeah, I don't have nothing to say all the time. If I come around or I don't come out, somewhere, I just don't be having nothing to say. I really like peace. I really like my quiet time. Now, when we get together, like I said, we can laugh and everything else, but I really just like quiet time. I really like time to think. I really like time for God to talk to me, because when you focus on somebody else and you be like, how is it that I'm struggling and I'm going through this and that person is supposed to be like this and da 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 da? Well, first of all, you got your eyes on the wrong thing. If you take your focus off of your time and focus off of watching somebody else, and watch yourself, you will see that God is like, hello, I'm right here. I just kind of want you to focus right here. Hello, come back, right here. But we always gotta look down to the next man. What he doing? What she doing? Why they like this? Is because you mind your business and you just do the steps God needs you to do. It's a plenty of time looking at bank account and be like, the light bill is what? And we only got what? Be like, dang, no worries. And God come through in a clutch because we keep our focus on what God got for us on this household, and that's it. And that's it. Just keep my focus on the right thing. I promise God, when he let me come back to myself and to be better, I said, I'm gonna do the right thing. I'm gonna be the right person. You know what I mean? I'm gonna let you just shine and take over. I'm gonna take me out of the equation and you just take over, Lord. And that is exactly what he did. That's exactly what he did. I stopped focusing on other people. I stopped focusing on, well, she said, but that's not true. I used to be so bent on proving that that's a lie. That's not true. I didn't do that. That's not me. And it was just taking me deeper and deeper and deeper into a depression. I'm talking about, it was bad. And when I took my mind off of that and I actually listened to God and just stopped crying to him like he wasn't fixing it, and it was like, wow, you see the world different. Like, I'm happy to get up in the morning. I don't focus on nothing and nobody else that God ain't told me to focus on. Because sometimes you have to understand, a person can paint a picture about someone. You understand what I'm saying? A person can paint a picture about someone and you will forever see them in those glasses because that's what you choose to look at them from. But if you take those glasses off and you actually look at your heart and look with the eyes that God gave you, you will see that you may be doing something totally crazy that you shouldn't have had your hands on, and you have to reap what you sow. You have to reap what you sow. You can't say, well, so-and-so told me to do this, and up. God ain't gonna want to hear none of that. But who hands did it? Who eyes did it? Who mouth did it? That's why I learned to keep my mouth off of other people. Just because she told me this, don't mean this is really going on with this person. Let me leave that alone. Because anything that's full of confusion, I don't want to have nothing to do with it because some mess in between there. And every time I put my hand in it, that mess falls back on me. So I thank God for the lessons that I've learned. I thank God for y'all being with me, rocking with me. I thank God for the ones that have subscribed to me, that actually watch and talk back. I thank God for y'all. I thank God for the people that send the questions. And, because it actually gives you a lot to think about, I'm thankful for my family. I'm thankful for the people that were, that have prayed for me, that went, what's wrong with her? Because sometimes when you're going through depression, you don't know what you look like. Like, I used to always talk to my sister and I'm like, what is going on? And they were like, you don't know what you look like. You don't know, what's going on with you. You know what I'm saying? When you're in depression, because you're not paying attention to it. You know what I'm saying? You paying attention to the hurt and the pain, and you just down within in yourself. You don't realize what you look like, or, anything like that. So I thank God for the people that actually prayed for me, didn't, do judgment and all type of crazy things. We know what the world is. We know that. But I'm thankful. I'm so thankful for that. I'm thankful for the people that actually prayed for me, that was like, that actually looked through their spiritual eyes and saw exactly what was going on. Lord, I'm not running no more. I'm not running. I want you to use me. And whatever way it is, I already know it's hell gonna come. I already know it's gonna naysayers. People gonna pick you apart. People gonna figure that you're this way and that way. And that used to bother me. It's like, y'all don't know the love I found with God, And it's like, you ain't supposed to beat it into their head for them to see the love you got with God. Them being confused about you shows the love you got for God, because you can still walk in perfect peace. I can still lay down on my bed and look over at my husband, say him good night. I can still do those things because I don't touch what's around me. Because sometimes a person can have you doing their dirty work and you don't even realize it, but you taking a punishment for them and they just sitting back looking. I used to supposed to say, yeah, just sit back and watch them. Say, don't say nothing, don't say nothing, just look. And I'm like, why I can't say nothing? You know, if it's that bad, because maybe if I say something, it can help a person. Don't say nothing. I ain't saying nothing. I ain't saying nothing. Don't say nothing. Just look. It be like, something ain't right with that. Why I can't say nothing? And so I'll sit back and look. And in the beginning, you'll be like, yeah, I see that. But then when you finally say, and you just talk to a person or take your eyes off of them and just kind of watch how they move, you be like, oh, none of that's weird. None of that's this. None of that's that. And you find yourself doing somebody else's dirty work. You doing for the longest somebody else's dirty work for them, and they just sit back watching. So next time they say, why I gotta do what you do? Why is it for me to do? Why you can't do it? You got me doing this, wasting my time doing this. Why you can't do it? Because you know it's some mess in it. And if some stuff ever go down, it's me that's going to take the fall, not you. So, child, when I say God quickened me about a lot of things, I'll tell you a lot of things was going on around me and still do it. I'm like, what in the world? And I say, God will say, hey, I told you I'm not a God of confusion. So if it was some validity to it or anything like that, it'll be straight. But if you got to keep digging and maybe it's this and maybe it's that, ain't no God in there nowhere. And that's beyond me. And I'm not putting my hands in nothing that's going to make me have to pay the consequences for it later. So, y'all, I'm full. I thought I was going to burp so I can get a little bit more down, but it didn't happen. But anyway, this is what I ate, y'all. Some broccoli, shrimp, and rice. It was good. It was real good. And that stuff is real saucy. That was good. But I hope I answered your question. You cannot suppress anxiety. It comes out. The only way you can suppress it, because it's still kind of noticeable, the only way you can kind of deal with it is just focus on something else. Like I do put my head down and pray sometime, or I just go on my phone and look at something else, and I just be like, oh, it won't be long. It won't be long. And I'm good again. You know what I'm saying? But it depends on what level you have. So there's levels to all, everything you go through. But I love you guys. Keep sending the questions in. Thank y'all for rocking with me for real. I know I probably talked too long. I done took enough of y'all time, but I appreciate y'all. Remember, the air coming on. I'm a big girl, so I need some air. But I love y'all. I really do, and I'm thankful for y'all. And I pray that any weapons formed against you all shall not prosper. I pray that God, covers any seen and unseen danger or harm that is trying to come over any of you all's lives. I pray that you're having a good time on your jobs and not just full of stress. And if it is, that God keeps you in perfect peace through it all. I pray that God go through you all's homes and cleanse it from room to room, corner to corner, and fill it with nothing but Him. I pray that when the world around you is nitpicking at you and pulling you down and slandering your names, you can still walk in perfect peace untouched. I pray that those that are running from your calling from Christ, y'all, I'm living proof, do not run. It's not a pretty sight. It is not a pretty sight. Do not run. Let Him use you. They say you different. We're peculiar people. That's what they say. So let you're weird, be weird. Be weird. But live in your own truth, mind your own business, and do what it is for God got for you to do. Everybody don't need a word from you. You know what I'm saying? At a certain time. But when the time is right, it fall on the right ears. You understand what I'm saying? I love y'all. I really do. I pray that every time you go outside to your car, God sends down His mightiest angels to protect you all as you go and as you come. I pray that the Lord sits on your heart so strong when you get ready to do something wrong or something that you got to second guess. You be like, I'd rather not touch it, because anything I have to second guess for, I don't want to touch it. I pray that God gives you all peace. I pray that even my enemies, people that I don't even know my enemies, because I don't even mess with nobody. So if you are an enemy of mine and you made yourself an enemy, I pray that you find peace. I pray that you can learn something from me and I can learn something from you, something good. You know, I pray for those that have lost someone. I pray for those that have, you know, rocky marriages and rocky relationships and children acting out, doing things that they ain't got no business. I pray for you all just the same. I promise you I do. I pray for those that are dealing with depression and anxiety, because I was once one of those people that didn't think it was real until God allowed me to go through it myself. That is one thing that I learned, that if you whatever you say about somebody else or try to put on somebody else, like, God is going to quickly show you what it is for that person to have to deal with it. I love, love, love the fact that God lives within me. I'm not perfect, but he works with me every single day. And the fact that I don't have to sit and pretend everything is great, everything is grand. Now, I'm not living a bad life. I'm not, you know, but everything is just not perfect. You know, everything is not perfect, you know. And I'm thankful. I'm thankful that I'm even here at the point where I can even talk to you all on a camera when I couldn't, you know. But I thank you all. I don't know, open the door and let her fly in. But y'all, it's hard. It's hard. It's a struggle every day. I'm faced with temptations every day. Yeah, worldly temptation, not, you know, nothing crazy, y'all. But sometimes I be wanting to cut somebody out, and I'm like, for what? You know, and I find myself a lot slower to get angry about stuff. I'm like, what is that? Oh well, because what I don't touch, God deals with. If I just leave it alone, God deal with it. And I ain't got to touch it. I ain't got to say a word. But thank y'all for eating with me. Like I said, pretty girls don't eat alone. And I'm asking that you all, please, please, before your feet hit the ground in the morning, say a prayer. Before your eyes close at night, say a prayer. I don't care if y'all just walk into the bathroom. Give God some praise. Tell him, thank you that I have this job. Thank you that I pulled up in this car. Whatever your car is, if it's a BMW down to a little Toyota, thank you. Thank you that you put me in position that you have. I love y'all. Thank y'all for rocking with me. Thank y'all for subscribing. Those of you that have subscribed, those of you that just watch, that's okay. That is okay. You all are welcome. You all are welcome. But like, comment, share, subscribe. Share with everyone, including your haters, because nobody watches us harder than our haters. And I wish we can reach them too, y'all. I love y'all. Thank y'all so much for rocking with me. But I'm full, and I'm about to put this in the refrigerator. And I'm probably going to eat it while I'm in my bed tonight watching TV. But that's all right. That's all right. My husband still loves me. Bye, y'all.